right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, brothers and sisters. All right. Welcome back. We are here in the house, in the place to be, right here on Thursday. I pray that you had a great, great day today and continue evening and the rest of the week. All right, brothers and sisters, we weren't here Tuesday. I forgot what happened Tuesday. I think we got tied up, busy or whatever, and couldn't make it. So we're back here Thursday to talk about what is it that we talk about every Thursday, and Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. It's none other than the money game. So black people can win and dominate. Win and dominate, brothers and sisters. That's what we talk about. My book that came out last November, November the 23rd, 2023. Yep, 23. On my birth anniversary, I introduced this. I birthed this to the world the same day, 59 years ago that I was birthed into this world. This is my gift back to our community, to our culture, to black people. The money game so we can win and dominate, brother and sister. I'm honored that Allah God blessed me with a 40-year stretch. For the past, actually 44 years, I've been in pursuit of what this country say they're about, right? Freedom for all, right? The pursuit of happiness. Now, we know for black people, I already know I'm black in America, so we can save our time with that. But that doesn't stop us from believing enough about in ourselves and enough about the power of God to do the impossible. Brothers and sisters, that's what we've been doing ever since we got here, the impossible. You can never achieve the impossible if you don't strive for the impossible. You have to first strive to do the impossible before you do it. It's just not going to happen just taking what folks give you, trying to be mediocre, above mediocre, just enough. That's not what life's about. And that's not what this book's about. This book's about us playing the money game to win and dominate. All right? And you need to get it. You know, it's almost like not knowing how to read and write, not knowing arithmetic. Yeah, you can live without it. You can do without it. But what kind of quality of life will we have? What kind of quality of life will you and I have, we as a people, if we don't have basic understandings about money, the concept of money, how money actually is used beyond just your personal needs and wants? So that's what this book talks about, brother. It talks about some investments. Yeah, it's a money book. But if you think it's going to teach you strategy, techniques, crypto, real estate, stock market, there's many, many, many books out there you can buy on that. Because when it comes to, skill set and knowledge, that's general to everybody. But what we need as black people in America, black people who are children of ex-slaves, we need something uniquely special just for us. We have a unique disease, if you will, a terminal disease that's unique only to us. So who better to come with some medicine than one of us, right? So that's the spirit of the book. That's why you should get the book, brothers and sisters. But I tell you what I'll do. They call it ethical bribe, right? I want to entice you, encourage you by giving you 2 free gifts right there at the website at the bottom of the screen. Go to themoneygamebook.com and I'll give you 2 free gifts without even you having to purchase the book, right? Without you even having to purchase the book, I'll give you 2 free gifts. Number 1 is the audio, the Money Game audio. I just give you a little peep into the idea of what the money game means to me from my perspective and how it's unique to just us and how we play. Right? If I have all activities of all my limbs fully functional, right? I'll play basketball differently from somebody that's in a wheelchair, and somebody that's in a wheelchair would have to play it differently from me. So you need to understand what's specific to us that we need to understand about the money game to win and dominate. So get the audio. As soon as you put your name and email address at that website, the second page, you'll get a link for the download of the audio. Now, the second gift will be a live Zoom call with me. So we can talk about the book. You can come with your questions, right? You can ask me, well, Daryl, can you give an example? Can you expound on this concept or idea? Because these are ideas and concepts that have to be delved down into. They have to be unpacked so you can understand it, so you can apply it to your life. So we're going to have that Zoom call as soon as we exceed 100 subscribers to that website. Now, I checked the other day, we're right at 84. Yeah, 84. So that's another, 16 more people, brothers and sisters. Come on now, you can do it. You're on here, and you probably haven't even gone to that website. So go to that website, put your name and email address, get your free audio, and then when we exceed 100 subscribers, then we will have that Zoom call. You'll get an email with a specific time and date of the Zoom call, right? And then you can come with your questions. And also on page 2, you then now can click and order the book. All right. So let's get into the topic tonight. You see in the title is chapter, what is it? Chapter 19, that number 19. And for those that have your book, students, turn to page, here it is. Turn to page 183. 183. This book has 201 pages. Yep, 201 pages. One thing. Do this one thing, brothers and sisters. You have to do this one thing. You have to boil things down. You have to boil big ideas and big goals and big objectives. You have to break it down into bite-sized pieces. Break it down so your current mind can comprehend it. Whatever your level of understanding is when it comes to whatever the subject matter is, then you have that information has to be broken down to that level to where you can comprehend it, and then your comprehension raises up, raise the roof, right? That's how I've learned how to understand and break things down, brothers and sisters. I've always been a C student all my life until I got to my last year in college. Then I got on the dean's list. That's for another story, another time. So do this one thing. You have to do this one thing. If you and I want more than the masses, want more than most people, want more than mediocrity, then you have to understand, brothers and sisters, there is no shortcut. You can't go with the crowd wanting the opposite of the crowd. In this book, I got it from one of my mentors. What's his name? I forgot his name. But he called him Sheeple. Sheeple. Get the book, you understand what that term is, right? It's people who are easily led in the wrong direction, like the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, hard to lead in the right direction. They're sheep. They just follow whatever sheep that's in front of them. They follow the masses. They follow the crowd. They call it a herd mentality. Just know, brothers and sisters, to the extent that you and I stay average is to the extent that we will not have the opposite of what average people have. And it's more than just doing the opposite. You have to do, you have to be before you have. You got to do it to develop the habit. And once you become a habit, then you become that person that has qualified themselves to have. See, we try to skip from where we are now to knowing, right? And then skip to who we have to be. And I'll talk about that more on our live Zoom. That's what I've learned over the past 44 years. We're trying to, do just enough to get to that next level that we want to get to while holding on to the very things that's keeping us from getting to that level. How many of us who play a lottery, if someone had told you you cannot play the lottery for the next 3 years while you're on this course of development. Oh, no. I don't see what's wrong with that. I mean, it's just a little fun. So is Halloween. Right? Are you willing to whatever, turn off your cable for 3 months? Oh, no, I don't see what that got anything to do with it. See, these are the things that I've learned over the years, over the 4 decades. What you and I are not willing to do is the very thing that's in our way, slowing us down or even stopping us from achieving our goals. So we have to be just like the salmon fish. Salmon is the only fish I know of that swims against the stream. Right? Swims against the stream. So what about you and I? Are you and I willing to swim against the stream to get something as big as what it is that we want? To win and dominate at the money game. That's huge, brothers and sisters. That's why very few people achieve it. It's not because of racism, even though that's an obstacle. It's not because of sexism, but even though that's an obstacle. It's not because of classism, even though that is an obstacle. It's not because of your background, but that is an obstacle. It's not because of you not having your mom and your dad, whoever in the household, but that is an obstacle. But it's only an obstacle for you and I to overcome. And all people have obstacles. What's big to me might not be big to you. Right? What's big to you, a big obstacle, not, but it's relative. If it's in my way, it's big enough to be in the way and slow me down or stop me if I don't understand that the one thing I have to do is I have to do the opposite of the masses of the people. Not sometime, not most of the time, but all the time. You have to do it long enough to be it, long enough to eventually have it. Having it is the end result of everything else. See, we want the end, but we don't know what it takes to get to the end. So therefore, when we face what it takes to get to the end, we doubt it, we question it, we try to find a shortcut in a roundabout way. But I'm here to tell you through my book, The Money Game So Black People Can Win and Dominate, to let you know, brothers and sisters, what the real deal is. What you're not going to learn just from marketing and advertisement and free content and things of that nature. I go pretty deep in here. And this just scratches the surface. It's the book is designed, and the purpose of my book, The Money Game So Black People Can Win and Dominate, is so that we can take the scales off our eyes and take the ceiling off our thinking and look at it from a perspective that allows us to win and dominate. And that's one from a self-interest perspective. Self-interest, not all of us. Self first, then others. Charity starts at home and then spreads abroad. Love your neighbor as yourself. As yourself. That's the prerequisite. All right, brothers and sisters. So that's all the time we have tonight. So check that out. Go to chapter 19. Go to that section within the chapter. One thing you must do. Is that what it's called? It is called... You got resources back here in the back. Do this one thing. That's what it's called. Do this one thing. All right. So do this one thing right now. Go to themoneygamebook.com. Put your name and email address in there. Get that free audio. You'll get notified of the free Zoom call, and you'll be on a special list. That's a special list. We're going to do live events only for folks on that list, because this is the foundation that we're going to build from. All right, brothers and sisters. All right. So until next time, as we always say, I'll see you at the top, because we're going to help you get there. Not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our Black community deserves your very best. All right. Till next time, we out. Let's see what we can do on one of these little things here. Oh. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Gets low. What? Oh, there we go. Be right back. Hourglass.